We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest three-game win streak. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lambeau.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Packers defense.
This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball is going to be caught.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Purdy now on second down.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Trap 50.
On play action, they'll throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Keon White able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football. Because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Lucas Van Ness, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little bit didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the play.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ball, now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Caught on the right side. Reed. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost done.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England's offense set to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back to throw, Purdy. This ball complete to Durham.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go now. Look at my team. 19 tackles.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
On 1st down, Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Purdy's throw taken in by Evans here.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That one caught downfield by Watson. He's to the 15.
And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And now off to the races down the right side. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. You could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out, you can run wide receiver routes with him, you can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got this down to the 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now Purdy.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
And the Patriot first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Richardson. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And how about that for getting what you need? It's a gain of 9 there on 4th and 8.
Richardson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They'll try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's a...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now out come the Patriots. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Durham. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head